Hey there, friends. Imagine a time, 4,500 years ago, when an incredible wonder was brought to life in the heart of Egypt, the Great Pyramid of Giza. This magnificent structure has captivated minds and sparked curiosity for centuries. Towering at 147 meters, it ruled as the tallest man-made monument for over 4,000 years, crafted from massive stones that weigh a staggering 6 million tons. For comparison, that's over 10 times heavier than the Burj Khalifa today. But here's the burning question: how on earth did they build it? Without cranes, bulldozers, or even wheels, these ancient builders created a lasting legacy that has withstood the test of time, enduring scorching summers, fierce storms, and relentless weathering. Join me as we unravel the incredible mystery of the pyramids. You won't want to miss this journey into history. Let's dive in. The Great Pyramid is arguably the most enigmatic structure on the planet. Erected around 2500 BC, it stood as the tallest man-made structure for over 3,500 years, a feat of architectural mastery that has fascinated generations. These colossal tombs, crafted from gleaming white limestone, were not merely impressive edifices. They were designed to encapsulate the mysteries and secrets of the departed, serving as eternal resting places for pharaohs and reflecting the ancient Egyptians' deep reverence for life after death. As we journey further back in time, unraveling the complexities of what occurred and when becomes increasingly challenging. Historians estimate that the Great Pyramid of Giza was completed in 2560 BC during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu. This enigmatic ruler, a member of the illustrious Fourth Dynasty of the Old Kingdom, remains shrouded in mystery, with scant information available about his life. Estimates of his reign vary widely, with some suggesting it lasted between 23 to over 60 years, underscoring the uncertainty that often envelops ancient figures. Situated on the west bank of the River Nile, the Great Pyramid isn't alone. It shares its grand location with two other impressive pyramids. The towering Pyramid of Giza, or the Pyramid of Khufu, is the tallest of the three. Just a step down in height is the Pyramid of Khafre, believed to have been built by Khufu's son. The smallest, the Pyramid of Menkaure, is attributed to Khafre's son. Together, these three monumental structures form a powerful trio, representing the pinnacle of pyramid construction during this era. These magnificent pyramids are among the few remnants from a time long past, accompanied by the iconic Great Sphinx, various burial tombs, and smaller pyramids scattered throughout the landscape. In total, there are around 118 pyramids of diverse shapes and sizes, many of which have succumbed to the ravages of time. Only a handful remain remarkably well preserved, with the Great Pyramid of Giza standing as a testament to the ancient Egyptians' engineering brilliance and their enduring legacy. But what motivated the construction of these awe-inspiring edifices? Primarily, they were built as grand tombs for the pharaohs, reflecting the ancient Egyptians' profound beliefs in the afterlife. The culture was steeped in the conviction that life transcends death, and the soul embarks on a journey to the underworld for judgment by the gods. Those who led virtuous lives would be rewarded with eternal life in the afterworld, a belief that fueled the grandeur of these monumental structures. To ensure a smooth passage into the next life, pharaohs commissioned these magnificent tombs filled with abundant provisions, treasures, jewelry, furniture, and clothing, essential items for their use in the afterlife. After their deaths, the bodies of these rulers were meticulously mummified, a process designed to preserve them for eternity. They were then entombed in elaborately decorated wooden or stone sarcophagi, often placed within intricate burial chambers that reflected their status and power. The pyramids serve not only as tombs but also as lasting symbols of the ancient Egyptians' complex beliefs, sophisticated engineering skills, and their unwavering dedication to the afterlife. Each stone tells a story, each chamber holds secrets, and together, they form a legacy that continues to inspire wonder and curiosity in the hearts of those who seek to understand the civilization that created them. You might be wondering how we can be so certain about the beliefs surrounding the purpose of the pyramids. Two key pieces of evidence underpin this understanding. First, inscriptions found on various other pyramids and sarcophagi provide valuable insights into the customs, beliefs, and practices of the ancient Egyptians. These inscriptions often detail rituals related to the afterlife, the significance of burial practices, and the reverence with which pharaohs were treated. Second, The vast majority of historical pyramids in Egypt and Sudan have functioned unequivocally as tombs, designed specifically for the interment of pharaohs and other elite individuals. However, when it comes to the Great Pyramid of Giza, conclusive evidence about its specific purpose remains elusive. This absence of definitive proof has sparked a plethora of alternative theories, each more intriguing than the last. During archaeological explorations of the Great Pyramid, researchers uncovered 3 relics beside an empty sarcophagus believed to belong to Khufu, the pharaoh for whom the pyramid was constructed. It is widely suspected that any treasures or significant artifacts that once surrounded the sarcophagus were plundered long before archaeologists had the chance to study them. In light of the mysteries surrounding the Great Pyramid, skeptics and enthusiasts alike have unleashed a torrent of sensational alternative theories. One of the most outrageous claims posits that the pyramid served as a colossal power plant generating electricity. Proponents of this theory assert that the ancient Egyptians possessed extraordinary technological prowess, enabling them to harness electricity in ways that remain unknown to modern science. They often reference intriguing artworks found on the walls of ancient temples, arguing that these depictions illustrate ancient light bulbs, suggesting that such technology was lost to time. Yet, as we've seen, these conspiracy theories frequently arise in the absence of credible evidence. Many of these assertions are so fantastical that they defy basic logic. If light bulbs truly existed in ancient Egypt, then where is the tangible proof? In reality, the artworks in question primarily illustrate mythological narratives and deities, not groundbreaking technology. Another eyebrow-raising theory claims that the pyramids functioned as massive granaries for storing crops. This unusual notion was popularized by American politician Ben Carson in 1998, who boldly asserted, "My personal theory is that Joseph built the pyramids to store grains. All the archaeologists think they were made by pharaohs. Okay." This statement serves as a prime example of how politicians sometimes weave religious narratives into their claims, often leading to misconceptions about historical facts. Despite these unconventional ideas, historians and archaeologists unanimously agree that the Great Pyramid of Giza was built as a tomb. In ancient Egyptian belief, the grander the tomb and the more treasures it contained, the more favorable the afterlife would be for the pharaoh. This belief system was deeply ingrained in their culture, motivating them to construct these monumental structures as lasting legacies of their rulers. The pyramids, especially the Great Pyramid, were designed not just as tombs but as gateways to the afterlife, meant to ensure that the deceased would be honored and remembered for eternity. In conclusion, while alternative theories may capture the imagination, the historical and archaeological evidence overwhelmingly supports the conclusion that the Great Pyramid of Giza was constructed as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. Its design, scale, and the treasures it was meant to hold all point to a singular purpose: to serve as a grand resting place that reflects the ancient Egyptians' profound beliefs about death, the afterlife, and the importance of honoring their rulers. The topography indeed suggests that certain areas boasted superior river access, which would have facilitated the movement of materials necessary for pyramid construction. This advantageous positioning allowed these monumental structures to continue revealing fascinating insights over the years, shedding light on the techniques and logistics employed by the ancient Egyptians. That's correct, you might respond, but this new evidence digs even deeper into the finer details of pyramid construction and logistics. While many enthusiasts love to debate the mysteries surrounding these iconic structures, it's striking how few genuine mysteries remain. We now have a solid understanding of who built the pyramids, why they were built, and when this monumental work took place. This recent discovery regarding the Nile branch enriches our comprehension of how materials could be transported year-round rather than being limited to certain seasons. It clarifies logistical aspects without necessarily unraveling any major enigmas, because frankly there aren't many significant mysteries left to solve. As for the direction of future research, it would be wise to broaden the scope of inquiry. I believe the focus should shift beyond just the pyramids themselves to encompass the entire landscape of ancient Egypt, you might argue. This discovery highlights that the geography of ancient Egypt was far more complex than we previously imagined. Previously, we envisioned a singular Nile River meandering through fields and flanked by expansive desert. However, with the revelation of another branch of the Nile, We now understand that a substantial portion of Egypt may have functioned like an island rather than merely existing along a riverbank. This transformation in our understanding raises crucial questions about how the landscape influenced the civilization that thrived there. How did the availability of river access shape settlement patterns, agricultural practices, and ultimately the construction of these monumental tombs? Therefore, the pressing issue at hand is to grasp how this altered landscape fundamentally reshapes our perception of what ancient Egypt was like 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. Future research should definitely embark on this exciting path, delving into the interplay between geography, resources, and the monumental ambitions of the ancient Egyptians. By examining the broader environmental context, researchers can gain deeper insights into the social, economic, and cultural dynamics that drove one of humanity's most extraordinary architectural feats. This holistic approach will not only enhance our understanding of the pyramids, but will also illuminate the broader tapestry of life in ancient Egypt, revealing how its geography shaped the beliefs, practices, and innovations of a civilization that continues to captivate our imaginations today. Now let's delve into the greatest mystery of all: how were these remarkable pyramids constructed? This question remains one of the most enigmatic aspects of their existence. How did ancient builders manage to create a towering structure that reaches 147 meters in height, using massive stones weighing anywhere between 2.5 and 80 tons? Each stone was meticulously carved with extraordinary precision, despite the absence of standardized tools that we would consider essential today. How were these colossal blocks stacked without the aid of wheels? Remarkably, all of this was accomplished in a mere 20 years. The Great Pyramid of Giza is said to have been completed within this brief time frame, which has inspired a multitude of theories about the construction methods employed. Let's first debunk a prevalent misconception surrounding the construction of the pyramids, a narrative perpetuated by films and literature alike. Many portray the scene as a grim tableau of enslaved workers toiling under oppressive conditions, harshly overseen by cruel taskmasters. This depiction, notably popularized by the 5th century BC Greek historian Herodotus, has long misled the public's understanding of this monumental feat. However, contemporary research and archaeological discoveries paint a strikingly different picture. In reality, the individuals behind these magnificent structures were skilled laborers, not enslaved people. Historical evidence suggests these workers were neither mistreated nor underfed. Rather, they enjoyed well-planned diets that ensured they were stronger and healthier than the average Egyptian of that era. Living in nearby communities, these laborers were part of a well-organized and voluntary workforce. During the agricultural off-season, farmers would lend their efforts to pyramid construction, showcasing a remarkable spirit of cooperation and dedication to their pharaoh. This collective effort reflected a society united in purpose, driven by a shared commitment to leave a lasting legacy. The workforce itself was impressive, comprising approximately 20,000 to 30,000 individuals, each contributing 10-hour days of labor filled with purpose and determination. The scale of the construction is staggering. Around 5.5 million tons of limestone were utilized, along with 8,000 tons of granite and 500,000 tons of mortar. Most of these materials were sourced from nearby quarries, but the granite came from as far away as 800 kilometers in southern Egypt, emphasizing the extensive logistical planning involved in the project. The logistics of this endeavor are a marvel in their own right. Workers employed ingenious methods to transport and position these colossal stones using ramps and sledges, along with sheer manpower. They developed sophisticated techniques to ensure precise placement, allowing for the remarkable alignment and stability that these structures still exhibit today. Each stone was meticulously shaped to fit seamlessly with its neighbors, showcasing not just the craftsmanship, but also the engineering prowess of the ancient Egyptians. The construction of the pyramids was more than just an architectural achievement. It was a reflection of the society that built them. This monumental undertaking demanded careful planning, resource management, and a profound understanding of engineering principles. The collaboration among skilled laborers from various backgrounds underscores the communal spirit of ancient Egypt. People came together with a common goal to honor their pharaoh and facilitate a successful journey into the afterlife. This undertaking also had a profound impact on the culture and identity of ancient Egypt. The pyramids served not only as tombs but as enduring symbols of the pharaoh's power and divine status. They embodied the society's beliefs in the afterlife and the importance of preserving the legacy of its rulers. As these colossal structures rose from the desert sands, they reflected the ingenuity, strength, and determination of a civilization that sought to defy the limits of time and mortality. In conclusion, the construction of the pyramids represents a pinnacle of human achievement, characterized by skilled labor, innovative techniques, and a deep-seated communal spirit. The story of the pyramids is a testament to what can be accomplished when a society unites for a common purpose, crafting not just monumental tombs, but a lasting legacy that continues to inspire awe and curiosity across millennia. In summary, the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza exemplifies the extraordinary capabilities of ancient Egyptian civilization. It stands as a symbol of human achievement and ingenuity, a testament to what can be accomplished through cooperation, skill, and dedication. As we continue to study these incredible structures, we gain not only insights into their construction, but also a deeper appreciation for the culture and values of the people who built them. A burning question lingers: how were these massive stones precisely cut to form the iconic pyramids? In an era where copper was the primary metal available, ancient Egyptians fashioned tools from it to achieve this monumental task. However, for the tougher granite, they turned to dolerite, a much harder stone that could withstand the rigorous demands of quarrying. Workers employed innovative techniques that showcased their ingenuity and understanding of materials. By locating natural cracks within the stone, they inserted wooden wedges soaked in water. As the wood absorbed moisture, it expanded, effectively fracturing the rock along the existing fissures. Once the stones were cut, the next challenge was moving them. Without wheels, there were no carts to easily transport these massive blocks to the construction site. One compelling theory posits that the builders ingeniously crafted rafts to float the stones down the Nile River. This method would have allowed them to leverage the natural waterways, transporting heavy materials with relative ease. Upon reaching the pyramid construction site, the stones were then moved using sledges over damp ground, which played a crucial role in the logistics of the project. This theory gained significant traction following a fascinating study in 2014 that analyzed a captivating painting from the tomb of Djibouti-Hotep, which dates back to around 1900 BC. The artwork vividly illustrates a scene where 170 individuals are depicted pulling a statue on a sledge, with one figure pouring water onto the sand. Initially interpreted as a ceremonial gesture, physicist Daniel Bahn and his research team later revealed that adding water to the sand significantly reduces friction. Their findings indicated that the optimal mixture consisted of about 2% to 5% water mixed with sand, which dramatically facilitated the movement of heavy loads. This innovative technique not only made it easier to drag the sledges, but also illustrated the practical knowledge of physics that the ancient Egyptians possessed. Once we unraveled the mysteries of cutting and moving these colossal stones, another pressing question emerged: how did the ancient builders manage to stack these immense blocks without the advantage of modern machinery? While one might instinctively think of using a pulley system for heavy lifting, it's crucial to understand that wheels, as we recognize them today, were not in use in Egypt during the Fourth Dynasty. Instead, wheels were primarily utilized for pottery and not for transportation, presenting a significant challenge for the builders of the Great Pyramid. In response to this challenge, these ingenious architects devised an impressive system of ramps that proved essential for the construction process. In a groundbreaking discovery in 2015, a team of English and French archaeologists unearthed a 4,500-year-old wooden ramp in a quarry. This finding provided valuable insight into the methods used to elevate the heavy stones. Scholars theorized that a straight slope was constructed to facilitate the movement of these massive blocks from the ground up to the pinnacle of the pyramid. Wooden pillars were strategically positioned along the sides of this slope, while ropes were ingeniously employed to hoist the stones skyward, effectively harnessing gravitational forces to assist in lifting the massive blocks. This method demonstrated a remarkable understanding of physics and mechanics, allowing workers to maneuver heavy materials with relative efficiency. As illustrated in the artwork on your screen, physicist Joseph West proposed this ramp theory in 2014. His hypothesis suggests that after completing each level of the pyramid, a new slope would be constructed, ensuring a gradual incline that facilitated the upward journey of the stones. This innovative ramp system exemplified the ancient Egyptians' engineering prowess, showcasing their ability to adapt and optimize their construction techniques despite the significant challenges they faced. The entire process of constructing the pyramids reveals not only the monumental achievements of the ancient Egyptians, but also their profound understanding of physics, engineering, and resource management. For instance, the careful planning required to align the ramps and position the stones with such precision underscores a deep knowledge of geometry and spatial awareness. Moreover, the logistics involved in coordinating the efforts of thousands of laborers reflect an advanced organizational structure. These workers, drawn from various communities, operated with remarkable teamwork, sharing their skills and knowledge to accomplish a common goal. Their commitment to the project highlighted a collective spirit that permeated ancient Egyptian society. The pyramids themselves stand as a testament to this dedication and ingenuity, showcasing how a civilization with limited technology was able to achieve something truly monumental. Each block, carefully cut and placed, tells a story of human perseverance and collaboration, leaving a legacy that continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world. In essence, the construction of the pyramids not only represents a feat of engineering but also embodies the cultural values of ancient Egypt, where monumental architecture served both religious and political purposes. The pyramids were not merely tombs, they were grand statements of power, ambition, and the enduring belief in an afterlife, reflecting a civilization that sought to connect the earthly realm with the divine. This profound ambition and the remarkable methods employed to realize it have solidified the pyramid's status as one of the greatest achievements in human history, inspiring awe and curiosity for millennia. Another captivating theory proposes that ancient builders used levers to position the massive stones of the pyramids. By employing a higher pivot point along with a long pole, they could effectively lift and place these colossal blocks with remarkable efficiency. Scholars believe this method is reminiscent of the shadoof, an ingenious tool used in Egypt for centuries to draw water from the Nile for irrigation. This technique underscores the ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians in using simple mechanical advantages to accomplish monumental tasks. However, when we delve deeper into the timeline of pyramid construction, inconsistencies begin to emerge. The Great Pyramid of Giza is said to have been completed in an astonishingly short period of just 20 years. If we assume that around 20,000 workers were engaged in this massive endeavor, they would have had to place a stone approximately every 3 minutes, day in and day out. This relentless pace seems highly improbable, raising questions about the true methods behind the construction of these awe-inspiring structures. While both the levers and ramp theories hold merit, neither fully accounts for the entire process, leaving the precise techniques of pyramid construction shrouded in mystery. What we do know is that the foundational layers of the pyramids were laid without mortar, while the subsequent layers were reinforced with it, enhancing the stability of the structures. This method is precisely why the Great Pyramid of Giza has stood the test of time, enduring countless earthquakes and the ravages of nature over the centuries. Its remarkable resilience speaks to the architectural ingenuity of its creators. Another captivating enigma surrounds the mortar used in the pyramids. While scientists have successfully analyzed its chemical composition, they have struggled to recreate it using modern techniques. This presents an intriguing challenge. How did the ancient Egyptians develop such a robust and effective bonding agent? The final touch in the construction was the outer layer, crafted from exquisite white limestone that once sparkled brilliantly in the sun. Unfortunately, this radiant sheen has faded significantly over the ages. The outer layers of the pyramids of Khufu and Menkaure have eroded substantially, yet you can still catch a glimpse of the original brilliance at the top of the pyramid of Khafre, a stunning reminder of its former glory. Now, let's shift our focus from the construction to the design of these architectural marvels, an aspect that's utterly mesmerizing. Did you know that the pyramids are aligned with astonishing precision to the cardinal directions north, east, south, and west? The margin for error is remarkably small, measuring just 1/15 of a degree. This begs the question, how did the ancient Egyptians achieve such incredible accuracy without the aid of a compass or modern technology like GPS? Researchers have put forth some fascinating theories to explain this remarkable precision. One popular hypothesis is that the ancient Egyptians utilized the autumn equinox. During this period, the tilt of the earth creates equal day and night, casting shadows that point directly east and west. This natural phenomenon could account for the remarkably low error in the pyramid's directional alignment, showcasing the Egyptians' deep understanding of celestial events. Another intriguing theory revolves around the stars. In 1989, Robert Bauval, an enthusiastic Egyptologist, introduced the Orion correlation theory. He suggested that the three pyramids at Giza were intentionally aligned with the three stars of Orion's belt, indicating that the ancient Egyptians possessed an advanced understanding of astronomy. Bauval believed that these celestial observations were integral to guiding agricultural practices and perhaps even religious beliefs. However, many historians label this theory as fringe, indicating that it is not widely accepted in academic circles. Critics argue that the three pyramids were constructed at different times and that astronomers have found they do not align perfectly with Orion's belt, particularly when considering the shifting positions of stars over thousands of years. This situation exemplifies a common human tendency when faced with uncertainty. We often seek patterns, even when none exist. Lacking solid evidence, we sometimes weave narratives that may not hold up to scrutiny, readily accepting them as fact if we spot any connections. Some more speculative theories even suggest that aliens constructed the pyramids, an idea that fundamentally undermines the principles of scientific inquiry. Such claims serve as shortcuts to answers in the absence of concrete explanations, detracting from the remarkable achievements of ancient human ingenuity. Ultimately, embracing what we know while acknowledging the mysteries yet to be uncovered is key. This balanced perspective will inspire future archaeologists and historians to dig deeper, unveiling the full story behind these monumental wonders. The pyramids are more than ancient relics. They stand as a powerful testament to human creativity, resilience, and our endless quest for knowledge. Thanks for joining me on this captivating journey through one of history's greatest mysteries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more incredible explorations.